So today we're talking about how long a lawsuit takes. We did a lot of data on this last year, so it's about a year old, this information, but I don't think it's really changed at all. Probably hasn't changed in really decades, but it basically depends on the kind of lawsuit that you've got, right? So if you've got a clear liability car wreck type case where you're just basically gathering medical bills and getting the best offer from the insurance company, that kind of thing we found takes about 6 to 10 months. In Tennessee and Kentucky, where we're licensed, those states have a 1-year statute of limitations, so everything has to be wrapped up within that 1 year. And so for that reason, typically 6 months to 10 months, probably about 8 months on average for a car wreck case like that. When it comes to filing a lawsuit, we found that basically adds a year. And so on average, a filed lawsuit becomes about 24 months before you get that settled. The longest type of case that we have is medical malpractice, maybe not surprisingly. Those things require more work and they require more experts, more cost. There's a lot of more complicated factual questions in medical cases, prior medical history, specifics of treatment, various nurses, people who have to be deposed. So those cases take probably closer to 3 years if you have to file them, and you almost always do in medical malpractice cases, because unless the liability is just stunningly clear and the damages are beyond debate, then we find people just really don't try to settle those pre-suit. It's definitely the rare exception that happens. Versus car wreck cases, it's the exception that it gets filed, right? Most of those cases will settle pre-suit, and will settle, as I said at the top, in about 6 to 10 months.